I'll throw it into comfort now, just so you can see that. It's a shame we can't get into the private roads in the base there.
It would have been a perfect testing area.
Exactly.
But then again, I guess it's blocked off from the government.
Yeah. So I'll flip it to comfort now. Now it really has smoothed it out again. Then we've got other things to play with here. So we've got range mode. So say I'm driving along and I'm like, so I've got 307 miles or kilometers of range here with a charge the charge right now. So I'm like, I want to drive about 290 kilometers. So I want to get the most of my range just to make sure I'm okay. I just go to vehicle, charging and efficiency.
Efficiency assist.
Exactly. And now that's where I can change my recuperative braking, as I was saying, where it gets that energy back. Or I go to charging. Charging's not in progress right now. Go back to efficiency assist. Go to messages. So there's a few different things we can play with here. We just did efficiency, driver's assistance. You can play with those, just like your Audis or other Audis. Go back to home. Settings. You've played with the MMI. You know your way around this.
Played with it. I'm familiarized with it because of the new A8L, and with the training day, I've somehow managed. A lot of people say, it seems to be. A lot of people think it's difficult. Well, after the training, after you get used to it, it's pretty easy.
That's the thing. It's just it's like anything. Getting a new computer, getting a new cell phone. There's definitely a learning curve, but once you pass that, you're in good shape. So let me just find it here. There's one thing I'm trying to find for you. I'm just going to put it in park. So vehicle. Oh, no, wrong one. So vehicle information. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So this is cool because I'm going to throw on my seat heater. I'm going to throw on my seat ventilator. I'm going to throw on the rear climate control.
Let's go.
So
cool
see now
seats.
It's 21. So that's seat heater. So the one next to it's. There you go. So now it's saying range potential. If I want 20 kilometers more, I got to shut all this off. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to shut off climate control.
Oh, wow.
So now all this stuff is taking up 5 kilometers of range. No big deal. Or what I can do, if I want to do it in one button, go to this range monitor, press range mode. So it shuts everything off. And now it's actually limiting the car. So I'm going to I'm going to start driving. And the car is actually a lot, like the gas pedal isn't, or not gas, but the throttle pedal isn't as strong as it was. I wonder if this is a one-way. No, I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, thankfully it's not busy. But it basically dulls it down. It gives you a little less power, and it limits the car to 90 kilometers an hour to help save that, to help get range, basically. All right, just shut that off, and then we're back to. Let's say you're driving at 90 kilometers an hour, and there's an emergency. You need your whole power. If you just press all the way to the floor, it'll give you all your power back.
Oh, wow.
So it still has that built in for safety.
That's actually pretty cool, because I guess if you don't want to, have, let's say it's a really nice day out, it's like not too cold, not too hot, and you just want to turn the climate control off, I guess you can turn that off and just have your cooled seats on. Exactly.
And actually that's the more efficient way to do it. If you can run with just your seat heater, because you saw, so climate control, 15 kilometers, if I add seat heating onto it, seat heating takes 1 kilometer versus 15 to cool the car. So, if it's a somewhat cold day, but you know what? I can get away with just a seat heater, that's going to boost my range that much more.
Or if you want to, you can have the climate control off and just have a little bit like heated and cooled seats.
Exactly, yep.
That is pretty awesome. And I guess too with AC, a lot of people say, well, AC drinks the gas out of, gasoline cars. Would it be drinking battery from the E-Tron, or would it be saving a little bit?
It does a little bit, but as you see, it's AC is actually more efficient than having your windows down. Because if you have your window down, it's creating drag, and that just eats up power. So Yeah, you're using a little bit of your energy, but it's better than having your windows down. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I had my window down yesterday, and it's just that wind noise, and
it's something nice about it. Yeah, especially like we live in Canada. We have long winters. As soon as we can get that window down, you want to, because you just want to enjoy it. It's like, it's finally we can enjoy the outside.
And the fresh air too.
Exactly, not just run from your car to the house freezing because it's minus whatever it may be that day.
And of course too, with AC, with the window down, it saves from using the AC, which saves using the gas or electronic battery.
Well, it does and it doesn't, because that's the thing, when you have your window down, that creates drag. So it actually does use a little bit more gas than running the air conditioning, believe it or not.
Well, I just learned something new today.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, but it does make a difference, believe it or not. So I'm gonna kick it back into
efficiency.
Well, no, let's go back to dynamic. So we're now in dynamic. I'm gonna give it some gas here.
This is much more than a Tesla.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, you definitely have that little bit of a G-force.
Yep, it kicks you back into the seat, but so quiet, so impressive. I love it.
Well, I gotta say, this is my new favorite Audi. I love what Audi has done. Of course, too, with other models like the Q7, A6, A8. And those are my top priority. Well, those are the favorite models. But now with the E-Tron, I won't have to be going to the gas pump and looking at the prices like $126 and be like, okay, well, don't be driving, basically.
Yeah. Well, then that's another thing, because another thing we talk about is how with this you're no longer wasting time finding a gas station. It's you plug it in at night, you unplug it in the morning, and hey, it's ready to go. You don't have to every 4 days spend 10 minutes going finding a gas station, fueling up,
wasting money and time.
Exactly. In the winter it's cold and miserable out, and I mean, I hate getting gas in the winter.
Because then it's like having a phone there. You take your phone at night before you go to bed, plug it in, wake up, unplug it, and you go about your day.
Exactly. So there we go. There's a test drive of the Audi E-Tron.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank